Okay. Versatile Vigilante, man. Young Vince, Uncle Vinny. We're out here. Got a special guest in the building. Fucking Nightmare from Jane Street, man. My guy, True Drew.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
What's good, bro? Thank you for coming out, man. Appreciate that.
For sure. Thanks for having me.
Cheers to that. We got a little Henny.
Cheers, respect, brother. Yep.
Start this
Henny on
off,
deck.
right? So anyone who's watching this, hearing about True Drew for the first time, one of my favorite up-and-coming rappers in the city, bro. Just told me that he just started rapping not even a year ago, and this guy's already got some crazy hits, crazy videos out. So definitely, we're gonna dig a little deeper into that. But yo, I just wanna see what's going on, bro. How you living right now?
I'm doing pretty good. Working hard, even though the pandemic or whatnot, but still gotta do good.
100%, bro. Grind never stops.
Yeah, and the grind never stops.
So yo, let's start right from the beginning. Like you show a lot of love to Jane and Weston in your music.
Yeah.
Is that hometown?
Yeah, that's where I was born and raised.
Yeah.
27 years, so I gotta show nothing but love from my ends.
Shout out Jane and Weston.
Yeah,
Jane and Weston,
shout out Jane and
technically Etobicoke still, no?
North York.
North York,
I guess.
A lot of history there, you
Yeah.
know. I fuck with that area. I'm not there too much, but a lot of history out there.
It's definitely a lot of talent from there. No doubt about that.
100%. Do you feel like growing up there kind of shaped how you are now? Shaped how you see things?
Honestly, it molded a lot of character for me. Like a lot of good, a lot of bad experiences. It just made me who I am today.
It's growing her up,
Yeah.
growing her up around certain things, certain people, just learning from them.
Yeah.
100%, bro. You talked about, right before we started, just kind of getting into music. Before you even get into when you first started, like, as a kid, were you into music? What was your kind of vibe?
Yeah, honestly, my dad, he got me into, rap music. Because growing up with my mom and stuff, she used to, listen to a lot of R&B and stuff, like
Okay.
Aaliyah and Jagged Edge and stuff. So, yeah, I grew up around R&B, honestly. But my dad, whenever I'm with him, it's he's playing, 50 Cent. Or he's
Okay.
playing, some Eminem, some Eminem mixtapes.
Yeah,
He's
he's tapped
crazy.
in.
Yeah, he's super tapped in. My dad, yeah, shout out to my pops, 100%.
That's fire. So that kind of, as a kid, planted that seed for you a bit.
Yeah, he planted that love for music early.
Fire. And what kind of shit were you getting into as a kid? Like, what type of kid were you? Ball player?
Honestly, I started playing soccer first. I never even played basketball. My friend, Christian, he got me into basketball. That's about that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got into basketball around grade 7, but I started playing soccer grade 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and that was the main shit keeping you busy.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to the music shit, how'd you start to get into that? Were you always fucking around with it, or did something happen make you take it a little more serious?
Honestly, I was around the music scene around 2012. My friends Solutions and whatnot, but then
Shout out Solutions.
Yeah, shout out to Solutions, but I never was interested to go into the booth. I was interested to be around it and see how people do their thing. But me as to be an artist, I wasn't interested. Only until like last year.
Okay, what changed for you though? Because when I listen to your music, it's very like well crafted. I can't really tell that you're new to it.
Yeah.
Like that's a big compliment.
Yeah, respect.
What kind of got you into eventually taking that step?
Honestly, getting sentenced to a charge in 2019, getting a 18-month sentence, honestly, it gave me time to just sit down and see what I wanted to do, outside of what I was doing, getting caught up.
Yeah.
I wanted something better for myself, so I'm like, all right, started writing raps and, when I had my downtime, sitting in my cell.
Yeah.
And I was just reciting them. And then, I'm like, yo, I had this idea, closer to my release date. I'm like, I think it'd be a good idea if I just asked one of my friends that are involved with the music, if I could come by and drop it, drop some music.
And they were pretty receptive to it. They
They
were cool
encouraged
with
it. They encouraged it. Most definitely, yeah.
Well, before that, were they always kind of pressing you like, "Yo, get in the studio, get in the studio," or were they just kind of letting you be?
Um, they're kind of letting me be, and they're kind of like, but they're always like, "Yo, Drew, far to the video shoot," like, you know,
Yeah,
type stuff, like.
trying to
So
plant that
I
seed.
like they're planting the seed early. Like, I don't know, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be doing music.
That's good, bro, because we
Yeah.
hear a lot about negative peer pressure, you know, like
Yeah.
being around people that are putting you in bad situations.
Exactly, right?
When they're trying to lead you into a better direction, that's so big.
My friends, like, you know, especially doing it on a bigger scale than me, they always like encourage me, like, all right, you know, you can get to this level, like, you know, 100%. Like,
That's big, bro.
I know you can.
It's
So,
big. You need those positive
honestly, you
influences.
do. Yeah, you do.
100%. And are you kind of like a team with the music now? Like you make music with them, or you do
It's more kind of like behind the scenes right now,
behind the
you know,
scenes?
because like the biggest thing is for me to do my own thing, you know, like.
100%.
Yeah, especially like me priding myself as an independent artist. You don't want to just, you know, have other artists carry you. You want to, you know.
You gotta build that foundation.
You gotta build that foundation
bro.
for yourself. Exactly. You know,
100%.
You gotta put in that footwork for yourself.
No, I love to hear that. That's how I see my shit too. So I love when other young people say that. You know, you can't just ride a coattails. You got to start your. We talked about Max B before.
Exactly,
you know,
yeah,
your
the
own
wave
wave.
God, you know?
Wave God, free the boy. But
free Big of L.
free Big of L. But I love to hear that, bro. That means you got a good head on your shoulders. You know, you could just chill in the background with people that are already doing it, but you want to do it for yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
That shows a lot.
Of course.
100%. So growing up, what kind of music were you into? I know you talked about 50 Cent with your dad, stuff like that. Was there any one specific that you would listen to and you're like, fuck, like I really like how they do this?
I really like Joe Santana.
Okay.
I like his wordplay.
Got the bandana on,
he got
too.
the bandana,
There we go.
you know. Even Fredo Santana, like.
Bro, R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P., you know, bandana gang. But, yeah, man, like, those guys.
That's interesting because that's two completely different eras.
It is.
I like that.
I rock with both of it, like, you know.
100%.
Yeah.
It's the spirit, you know. Every
energy,
era, energy.
Yeah, real shit.
When I was listening to your stuff, I felt like kind of a New York type of swag, you know, like
I hear that.
definitely Toronto. Toronto right now, I love the music, but it's very singy, like auto-tuning, you know,
a lot of melodic.
Melodic, and I fuck with it.
I tell people too. They're like, "Oh, you should like, you know, go for a more melodic sound." I'm like, honestly, yeah, like I like to rap. Like right now, that's what I'm going
100%.
for. Like, you know, but I'm actually into like plug type music. Like that's like a different genre type music. Like,
Plug type music,
like,
Young Scooter.
Yeah, like all those like. I'm fucking with the Florida type sound right now. So,
Okay, that's interesting.
You know, like New York / you know,
Like
American
the drill shit.
Yeah. Drill, but like, you gotta do some research into that plug music. So I'll show you
Who are some guys I should check?
Underground. They're like kind of underground, but
That's
like,
what I like.
some plug artists that I listen to myself. Slim GGP, Booth Pack Mookie, 1600J.
Okay.
These guys are like some underground, but these guys go hard. So I fuck with their energy.
You seem to me like, just from meeting you for like the first 10 minutes, you seem to fuck with underground.
Yeah.
Like a little more low key shit.
Yeah, I fuck with the come up still, but I fuck with the hunger, you know.
100%, bro.
I feel like when people make it, they're more complacent with their work. Like, you know, they're comfortable. Like you know, I established myself. I'm in the room, like, so it's like, but for those guys trying to make it, right? It's like it's a different type of hunger that's never ever gonna be there until, you know, you achieve what you have. But it's always gonna be there, that hunger, you know, to get to that goal.
Absolutely, because that's everything, bro. It's like, I need to get this, so nothing's gonna stop me. I completely agree with that. I like that energy too, and in your music, I could hear that too. In the fucking Nightmare on Jane video, I really got that vibe heavy. You know, like
that's my first video too, and it's funny
crazy.
that like Six Buzz Management, they messaged one of my homies too. They're like, who's this guy? Like, you know, my boy's like, it's my broski right here. You know, like,
nice.
He's like, ask this guy if he wants, you know, some of his videos, his future videos on the channel. My boy showed me. I'm like, say word. That's what they said.
Fire, bro.
I'm
And
like,
I like
I'm
to
like,
hear
I'll
that.
think about it, and then got to it.
Tapped in a little bit.
Definitely tapped in. Still, like I have three videos with 6 buzz.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that. That's hard.
yeah.
Six Buzz, I'm like always on the fence with, because sometimes they post some shit and I'm like, fuck, like you guys are starting shit, but then they show love to underground,
They
like
do
help. That's
that's
like
what I'm
two
there for. You
sides.
know, I don't really know about the other stuff, but like honestly, like I do like I fuck with their, you know.
No, that's huge. Well, that's what it should be, showing
Yeah.
love to up and coming artists, getting like a
Mm.
bit of a boost. You
I
know,
fuck with them reaching out. You
it's
know.
big.
Yeah, that was actually big. So.
I'm glad they did, because when I saw your shit, I'm like, this is like Toronto, and it's young, like it's fresh,
Mhm.
and it's still got that like Toronto feel, like kind of grimy,
Mhm.
you know, like kind of that dark light,
Yeah.
like in the parking garage and shit. Like that's
Mhm.
Toronto, you know.
Mhm.
So I like that, bro. I like that energy you brought to it.
Yeah. It's more to come for sure. You know.
100%,
Yeah.
100%. So with with making music, and this is kind of like a funny question, but I'm curious, like with making music, how has your life changed, bro? Have priorities changed for you? You live in different, like if you saw yourself before the music, are you a different guy?
Honestly, I am a different guy. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Still, like I pride myself like off hard work though. Like that's one thing that stays the same. But like things that change, like you know, obviously how people view me or whatnot, and type of impact I have. You know, like influencing other up and coming artists as well. Like you know, I didn't know that I did have that impact until they're just DMing me, saying like, you know, yo, like you're motivating me to do this shit. A lot of Western Road upcoming artists, the younger generation.
That's amazing, bro.
They're like, yo, you actually inspired me to like start wanting to do music and record it. So I started recording at age 26.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm happy that these guys, like I always said, like, yo, you guys are, this is like the best time. Like you guys can like drop some now, and then 10 years later drop some. You know, never know where you could be. You guys could be doing like, you know, trap, R&B, you know, whoever knows. But making hits, bottom line, you know, making hits, you know, and getting,
That blank
yeah,
slate. Could do whatever you want to
do
do.
whatever you want, pretty much. Like, so
100%.
like start early, reap the benefits early.
100%. That's amazing, bro. That's like mentorship, you know. That's dope to hear. Like showing love. It's like sometimes things can get cutthroat, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
No,
people feel like
and don't get me wrong, a lot of people like, you know, they don't like to show love too, like especially when
sure.
you're getting that, like, you know, a lot of love,
You
and
get
then
some
people
side eye.
see it, like, yeah, you definitely get some side eye, you definitely get some, you know, some hate, but it's all good, you know, like me,
It's all part of it, bro.
you know, I can accept the whatever comes.
When you get into this type of shit, you sign up for that,
Yeah,
you know. But that's dope, because some people, you would get bitter when you see people kind of looking at you funny. And,
honestly, it's tough, especially
it's
like
tough.
you know, depending on the relationship with the person and where it's coming from. But as I said, like, what are you gonna do? Like, you gonna sit there cry, or you gonna like
keep it
work
moving.
harder and drop more content and
Exactly.
hits and stuff? You know,
Step the shit up.
step the shit up. Yeah.
Exactly. And still show love to people that show love to you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Which is dope to hear.
Mm-hmm. And still show love regardless. You know, like
Regardless.
even if someone's not showing love, like, you know, I might not know hate and shit, so don't know.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
No, respect, bro. And I got that vibe from you right off the bat. I mean, I DM'd you and you got back to me and you're down. Like,
Yeah, like,
and
yeah,
that's
like,
real shit.
Cause you kept it real, you know. You show nothing but love, and you know, kept it real. So I'm like, all right, you know, I'm gonna respond to this man and see what he's about, like, you know.
100%. Respects, and I appreciate that. And that's the good side of the city that I feel like doesn't get enough recognition. You know, we're talking before, like these people, like I'll name names like academics and shit like that. Like, bro, they talk a lot about Toronto, like all the crazy shit, but there's really a community here too.
Yeah,
you know,
it's not, you know, like,
not
yeah,
all
people
fucking
have
crazy.
families and
Yeah.
children and lives, you know.
Exactly, bro. Not everyone's fucking.
People have to leave their house, like, you know, open their door and go on live in the real world. So like,
Exactly.
all this exploitation on, you know, the rap communities, it's not blessed though, but do better.
Do better, bro.
Do better.
You feel like,
do better.
and yo, as you live in the city, you've been a local. Do you feel like these social media pages hurt things, Or you just think, fuck it.
It does, but for me, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not like super known like that where it's affecting me, but I'm pretty sure it is affecting many artists. You know, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I see stuff on social media and I'm like, wow, like, this guy's stuff is aired.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure it's available if you dig, you know, and do your research. But I mean, like, to post it and get like what, hundreds of thousands or millions of views on it,
Based
and,
off someone else too.
Yeah,
like, it's not even their work, you
like,
know.
You know, it's just.
I feel you.
Yeah.
That's real, bro. So since coming home, do you view things a little bit differently? Like,
Most definitely though. Like, I'm gonna just jump in because I honestly cherish my freedom a lot more. Like, you know, like, I got caught up when I was 21 and I was still fighting through it. Pretty much till I was like 26, 25. You know. So, like, obviously, like, I'm a lot more conscious when it comes to making decisions.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm not so quick to, you know, put myself in a line of fire. I'm quick to go, you know, about things the right way.
A little bit more, a little bit more, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that comes from age too, you know, maturity, living more, just knowing what's important. That's good, bro. That's why I'm glad the younger guys would reach out to you, because you definitely have a lot to share. Been around shit, been involved with shit, doing things your own way. Yeah. That's good, man. That's real life shit that people could learn from.
Mm-hmm. You know, I'm not expecting everyone to listen to what I'm saying, you know, or listen to every word I'm saying, but, you know, just, I do have some sort of, you know, insight on things, you know, so.
Exactly.
You know.
That's how I see it, bro. You can never force anyone to do it, but when you have something to share, you should share it, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. I always try to share, like, anything, like, that could potentially help someone, you know? Like.
Exactly. They could take it for what it is, but you share it.
Especially, like, my friends, too. I try to look out, you know?
That's always an interesting thing, bro. Especially, I go through this myself with people I've grown up with, where I know we're not really in the same going down the same path anymore, you know. And it's like, fuck.
It's kind of hard to see that too.
It's hard, bro. It's hard,
especially, like, you know, if you're close to them, growing up or whatnot, you know. But
they have their own life too, and you can't force anything, right?
Exactly.
Is that something that you see more and more?
Yeah, especially getting older too. Like, definitely just more worried about what you're doing every day.
You have to.
You know, getting your daily tasks done, you know, staying on top of your bills, staying on top of, you know,
all your shit.
Things you have to deal with. Yeah, priorities. Like, that's super important. Like, you know.
100%. Balancing all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
Super huge.
No, that's real, bro. That's part of this growing up shit, I think, right? So you're born, you're 27 now?
Yeah, 27.
So you're 94?
94.
Okay, it's like I'm 95, so fucking in that same age bracket. So I think we can relate like that.
They like to say, right?
What's that?
Millennials.
I guess, bro.
That's what they say, right?
I hear that term and I'm like, I don't really know what that shit means, but
they say like 90s.
Yeah, whatever, 90s, bro.
90s and plus.
We grew up in an interesting time, and I talk about this a lot. Like, we grew up where it was still, as we were kids, bro, it was still like old school, like CDs and internet. Really,
yeah, we grew up with like, you know, we had to put the CDs in the Walkman.
The Walkman, even cassettes were still kind of a thing. Yeah, TV was only cable.
Yeah, no,
that's it.
You know, rough graphic PS2, PS1 games.
Exactly. I remember.
I grew up with PS1.
PS1, N64,
Sega,
all that shit, bro. And we came up in an interesting time because I think we still got some of that older, like 50 Cent, for example. Mm-hmm. He was early 2000s. He still kind of was about that, like.
Mm-hmm. And it's, right now is actually a good time to talk about even how they were releasing music back then too. Like, you know, only like I would say like real celebrities could drop music, like, and real popping artists.
You
like,
really had to know somebody.
You have to be talent. You know, back then, like, talented. Like, none of this, like, you know, I'm not gonna call anyone specific, but none of this, like, you know, no talent bullshit. But, like, yeah, like, you have to be talented. So, like, you know, a label would want to sign you.
Yeah.
And then put CDs out on the market. So you go to, like, you know, wherever sells CDs.
HMV.
HMV, yeah. I'm trying
Shout
to
out
think of other
HMV.
places. HMV, I used to go get all my
Sunrise.
G Unit CDs there, and
Yep.
all my, you know, Dipset CDs there, Joe Santana's albums and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that we grew up in that time though, because we can still remember some of the old, like how it was done back then, but there's things today too that are sick. Like,
oh yeah, no doubt.
You know, so I love that.
I super mess with Spotify because, you know,
all that shit.
I actually that's the most I got paid from out of all my distributors.
Hey,
like,
there we go.
Out of from like YouTube, whatnot, and Apple Music, now Spotify. Yeah, they're
No, that's amazing, bro. It's sick that you finish a song, or for me, like do a video podcast. You drop it whenever the fuck you want.
Yeah, that's the blessing of being an independent artist. Like,
blessing.
You know, if you're signed, unless you're like one of the best artists of like all time, you know, you don't have that pull where you drop music when you want.
It's not up to you at all.
That's why like I pride myself off being an independent artist, and that's why like I started my independent label called Jane Street Entertainment. Like yeah, man, like I started that, like I never signed any artists. I'm the artist, like I'm the label, you know. So I'm gonna build that up to where it needs to be, and people's gonna see what it's about.
Love it, love it. I relate to that. That's like essentially what I'm trying to do with my shit too.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I don't know. For me, tell me if you relate to this. For me, my whole goal is I make my schedule. I don't answer.
Yeah, that's
that's
the best thing. Like that's
number
that's
one.
what a real boss is. You run the time. Like ain't nobody
100%.
running you. Ain't nobody calling you down saying you'll be here at this time. You know, like
exactly.
Do this, do that. Nah.
And you know what is crazy? That what involves that? You put the money up. You take the risk. Yeah. You know what? The benefits come from that risk too, and I think that's what gets lost in the shuffle. You know.
Exactly. Like I put all my money up for my studio time, my videos.
Exactly.
All my cover arts. You know, I do all my ideas for my cover arts. I just do all the ideas and then get the person to you know deal with it.
That's investing, bro. You're investing in yourself, investing in that long-term vision, man.
Yeah, of course.
Being a boss.
Yeah,
real shit. About, Cheers to that, man. I love to hear that type of
boss
shit.
To boss, right?
Boss to boss. I love it. So, musically, this is like just curiosity. Like, where do you want to go with this? Like, are you all in with music? You have business shit you want to do? You tell me a bit.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty much all in, but like I took a little leap of absence, a couple months, but just trying to get shit straight, you know, and nothing cheap about this music shit, especially if you're backing yourself. But yeah, like but I was going through some like life issues, you know, not gonna lie.
No, that's real as fuck. That's another thing you got to address too. Like, you have to keep it real,
I'm
man.
human. I go through shit, so like yeah, you know, certain shit is just
100%.
You know, I not saying I'm done, but it's like, all right, damn, I gotta like regroup and try to like do better for myself. You know,
you're yourself before you're an artist, bro. Like
exactly,
you need to be good to
exactly. Like you gotta be in the right headspace.
100%.
Like when I did my videos, everything was all bliss, you know, and everything's still gonna be all bliss. You gotta take that time to step back and assess things.
Exactly.
And, you know, be like, all right, tweak things and adjust, and be like, all right, this is how I'm gonna come back harder.
That's what being a boss is, being an independent too, knowing when you're maybe not at your best. Okay, let me take some time, regroup here. And then when you're going hard, you go fucking hard, you know?
Exactly, you know? All that time you took off, people know that you're actually, you know, putting in time to invest in a bigger movement, you know? Bigger video or whatnot, you know?
Exactly. You're putting that business plan together, bro. That game plan.
That strategy. Yeah.
Strategy, man. We're not going in this shit blind.
No, it's not good. It's not really wise to do that because, you know, there's no direction. Like,
100%, man. That you gotta calculate what's going on. You gotta understand what the next move is, bro. Like, I'm the type. I don't know if you can relate to this, but I'm the type where I don't know the details, but I know essentially what I'm trying to get done, and then the rest things happen. Fill in the blanks from there, but I know what I want it to look like. Is that kind of how you see things?
Yeah, like so it's like brainstorming in a sense, like, and like setting goals, like, you know, like that's super important for me. Like,
huge.
I'll write them down, like, you know, I'll write them down on my iPhone, I'll write them down in my book. Like, you gotta like set goals, achieve them, and then make more. You know.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
facts. I do that shit too. That's
Trust
so
me,
funny, man. Is that something
trust
you
me.
always done?
I've been doing it since 2012 till now. Yeah.
I like that, bro. That helps me a lot.
It,
Like,
it helps me personally. I don't know if you can relate to this. Like, just be more organized and just have a sense of more direction. Like, you know, obviously not everyone knows what they're gonna do in their life, right? But if you do those things, now you have a better sense of where you're going. Because it's like, all right, I've done these things. Now, what is there?
what's next?
What's next? What's more?
Exactly.
Like, you know, what's there to do? Like,
I definitely relate to that. It helps me. You know what I learned, especially since COVID. Help yourself, bro. We need that sponsorship too. Hennessy, True Drew, Versatile Vigilante collab coming soon. Speak it into existence. But well, COVID helped me with that shit too. I'll pour a little bit for myself. Respects. COVID helped me with that because that was the first time where no one had a choice about anything. Like everything was shut down, you know? Like it was hard to move
it's like
around.
house arrest for everyone.
House arrest for
Everyone's doing
everybody.
jail time.
So now I'm like, yo, shit can really be crazy out here, you know? Shit can really be crazy. Sometimes
for sure.
things that you have very little control.
Yeah, like, and things, you know, you take for granted, like toilet paper. What was happening
How crazy was that, bro?
when the COVID first started? Like, everyone's buying toilet paper now. You go in a grocery store, you can't even buy toilet paper for yourself.
Were you home at the time?
No. I seen it on the news.
How was it inside, if you don't mind me asking?
I was scared as hell. I don't really get scared, but that was scary. I was like, I didn't know every day. Like, I'm like, am I gonna die? Because obviously the inmates don't leave and the convicts don't leave, but it's the staff now. These guys are going home every day. You know, coming back, going on vacations. I'm here. You know how much staff I hear? They're not even supposed to go on vacation. These guys are going on vacation.
Wow. Okay.
And they're coming back.
And
to Mexico and stuff and all.
During the whole COVID.
Yeah, the whole
Wow.
when it first popped off, I'm like, yo, I'm about to die up in this.
Like the guards?
Yeah, the guards.
No fucking way. And in general, like most people were feeling how you were, like concerned. Like,
oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
eh?
people were actually trying to like semi-riot.
Because of COVID.
Yeah,
Because of the seeing
COVID.
on the news.
Yeah, like these
That's
guys are
fucking wild. Was this Toronto?
Nah. This is like Ottawa.
Ottawa, okay.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, bro. That's some shit I was very curious about because I saw people were getting let out for that. That's crazy as fuck, bro. I could imagine, though, if you only have the news there and you see, bro, people are buying up everything in the store.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane, man.
I was just like, what type of role? Like, I was supposed to get released in like a month later, and I'm like, this big, like, you know,
Global
picture,
shit.
this big. But my thing is like, I'm coming out, I'm trying to turn up, like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
real shit. So I see all this, I'm like, yo, so you're telling me I gotta go out, get released, and then stay home?
Literally nothing's open.
I'm getting released to get put on house arrest.
A different type of prison, bro, basically.
I mean, yeah, at least I could smoke some weed, though.
Yeah.
I could, honestly, my whole 18 months, like, I didn't smoke weed.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
How was that for you?
It was a lot for me. I mean, like, mentally, like, I could do it because, you know, like, mind over matter shit. Like,
yeah.
I don't let no, like, you know,
It's not gonna break you.
materialistic or, like, you know,
Yeah.
substance shit, like, mess with me like that. So, on that level, I was blessed. But, like, when I came out now, like, I smoking weed like I never left.
Yeah.
You know, but in that like, you know, that sentence time, like, that I done, like, honestly, like, I learned a lot about myself because I've been smoking since I was 12, right? So,
Yeah.
like, I've never had like a 1 year off smoking weed. So, like, I was just like, I gained a lot of weight, like, gained like 40 pounds.
Really, eh?
I swear to God, yeah. Like,
That's so
I was like
interesting.
160 to 205. Go 45 pounds.
In that year span.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. Do you feel like you needed that time away from weed, though? Because that's funny you bring that up, because right now I'm trying not to smoke too much. I've been a smoker for a long time, too, and I'm just trying to change something up. Do you feel like it was good for you, or it was whatever?
It was pretty good, yeah. I felt my lungs are more fresh, but obviously, like, I came back out and still smoking weed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I feel that, bro. That's interesting. And then when you did come home, what was that routine like, especially with COVID? Like, what was it like for you? That's you, bro. By the way, you were in a very unique position because not many people that have come home have come to home to that.
Mhm.
You know, they come home and it's regular shit. You come home to some fucking pandemic shit. What was that experience for you, man? That's fucking crazy to think about.
Honestly, it was tough. Cause like, I remember my first day out. Oh my god! Like, here's a quick, funny story.
First day out story.
My
Here we
first day
go.
out story. Yeah. So, my boy comes over. My boy Jane Strip. He's like, yo, sees me. He's like, fam, why is your clothes so tight? Like, I'm like, yo, what do you mean? These are the clothes that I had before I went to the bin. He's like, fam, you can't fit those. I'm just looking at myself. I'm looking at him. I'm like, he's like, yo, Saf, let's go to the store. So then we go to the store, my next boy, whatever. He's like, yo, Drew's got, because I'm just outside standing, because we're downtown by, like, across Eaton Center, right?
Yep.
Foot Locker. But we're in a lineup. So me, like, I've never even seen this shit. So my first time ever seeing people line up outside of a store to go in the store and buy
Crazy.
stuff. So I'm just like, you know, looking around like I'm crazy, but I'm just watching every day. And my boy is just watching me, and he's like pretty much like, whose man's is this? Like, yo, this guy's got.
Wow,
And it was like,
bro, that's fucking hilarious.
But shout out to Jane Strip. You know, he dealt with me. You know, bought me bare fits that day.
Fire.
And I can't even fit them shits no more. I downsized like 2 sizes again. Now I'm back to medium.
There we go, bro.
XL to medium. That's fucking crazy, yo. That gel shit will fucking make you gain so much weight. I'm not even kidding.
What part about it?
I don't know. Pretty much like a lot of just eating that expired food. They don't give
Salty
they don't
shit.
give you like clean food. They give you like the bottom of the bottom.
And it's just no good for you.
Nah, it's
Yeah.
not. It's very unhealthy for you.
Fuck, bro. I didn't see. This is some shit that I didn't know about. Honestly.
I'm not gonna lie, real shit.
I didn't know about that.
They'll tell you, the people that work in the jail. They'll say this is expired food.
And it just
These
fucking
are old
sits
food.
in you, probably. Like,
Yeah, you can't.
it's not. It doesn't break down
pass
properly.
You. It doesn't pass
Yeah.
proper. So you know, like it sits in your body. All types of,
Fuck.
you know, yeah.
That's-
And you don't like. Sometimes there's a lot of lockdowns. I'm gonna talk about that too, because there's days you don't even leave your cell. So like you stay in a room like this, the guards say, yo, you don't feel like coming in or staying in. Say if it's especially summer.
Yeah.
Guys are going home every day.
So you're just in there.
They're like, yo, no yard. I remember one time in the East, I was in Toronto East, last year, and they're like, yo, I fucking almost didn't have yard for 2 weeks. Didn't see the outside for 2 weeks.
Jesus Christ,
I
bro.
swear to God, like, honestly, it was so crazy for me. I'm like, nah, like, I gotta fix up. I gotta not be here, yo. Real shit. Like, my whole goal is to never be here again.
Real as fuck, bro. I love that you said that though, cause you know any kid that thinks that
Yo,
shit is
I'm not gonna lie, but for the reoffenders, I'm not gonna knock them too, because, as I said, even for the ladies and the guys, yo, people have hard lives, man, and you know, you don't know what
100%.
people are going through. A lot of people are not there for people, you know. A lot of people pretend like they're there for people and they're not there. So, you know, I ain't gonna look at those people like, yo, you're messed up, or I mean,
Nah.
do better obviously, but at your own timing, you know. Everything's about timing, yo.
Everything's about
You
timing,
know,
man.
If you want to do better, do it. And if
Exactly.
you're trapped in that cycle, God bless you, you know.
100%, man. Gotta figure it out for yourself, you know.
Mhm.
That's real, man. Life is fucking real. That's for sure.
No doubt.
That's amazing that you. I like to hear those stories of like, not even just people coming home from jail, but just like situations happen to them and it changes a little bit. Like,
And
you
like,
know what? I want better for
I
myself.
always used to watch people interviews and be like, yo, why are you talking about jail so much? But I, like, back then, like, I never got sentenced. If you get sentenced to a lengthy jail time, you'll understand that actually, like, changes you as a person. Like, you don't get to be there for your people. You don't get to be there for your family's birthdays or your little siblings' birthdays. So, and even your girlfriend or your loved one. So, it's hard, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. So,
Bro.
That's why people be talking about that shit all the time. It's just stuck in their head. Like, shit, this shit will be stuck in my head. I'll probably be like 80, still remember about this shit. God forbid I never even go through this shit again. I'll still remember what happened. Like,
100%, bro. That's a
100%,
fucking crazy experience, man.
It's a life altering experience.
It's just with you. And not to sound too preachy, but do you feel like that? Do you feel like I'm asking because I've heard people say this before that they needed that time away. They were speeding too hard. Do you feel that for yourself?
I don't know if I needed that time away, but it was good for me because I was moving pretty fast, especially in my early 20s, you know, with life. So
yeah,
it was pretty reckless, but
I hear that a lot, bro.
It definitely gave me time to just sit back and just chill and relax and say, all right, think about living life a different type of way because obviously the things I was doing that led me up to getting in here, it's not working out. So I gotta adjust my game plan, like, you know. So I obviously, like I went to school, you know, I went to college and I got a job and stuff, like, not just be a good youth, but like, you know, just to chill, like that type of stuff. Especially if you're in that, coming from a lifestyle where it's, you know, rough and stuff, you just want to try to do the best things you can. So like going to school, going to job and stuff, you know, having a career, like all those things are good. Having investments and businesses, like that's important. Like I have a music business. I'm with DistroKid, you know. I get paid off my music.
Sick.
And I tell all my young friends and whatnot, get into it because you never know. You might not think that a song is a banger, but someone else might, and then someone else might, and then
100%. Only if
like,
you need to.
Then all them motherfuckers convince you that it's a banger. Like, all right, it's a banger.
100%,
like,
bro.
I love that. After that, like, trust me, even myself too. I'll hear some songs that I made, and people are like, "Yo, this is super, super banging." I'm like, looking at them, like,
you're like, it's not even that fire.
Weird. I'm like,
that's so funny.
I think like, I'm like, you didn't hear my new shit. That's what I say. Like, you hear my new shit.
Do you hold on to music? Is there shit that you got? Will you put everything out, or is there stuff that you won't put out?
I'm debating about it. I have 2 things I'm holding on to right now, but I actually want to put them out.
I think you should, bro. I'm from that mentality, the fucking Max B mentality, bro. Currency, you fuck with Currency, bro. Drop everything you have.
Yeah,
Who knows?
Currency has bare projects.
A million projects, bro, and that's like the way I feel like, bro. Drop everything, yo. A throwaway might be a banger.
Exactly, that's true. So yeah,
that's how I see it, though. That's just me.
No. I hear that.
Yeah, okay. I'm excited though. I'm excited to see what you got coming up, bro. You definitely got a good first half already. I'm really excited to see how you build on that.
For sure.
Bless. What's your strategies recording wise, bro? Do you have like throughout the week like you want to do certain sessions, or is it more just feel?
I'm not on like a weekly recording session basis. Like more so like it's random, but
yeah,
I'm trying to get it back to a weekly basis because last year that's what, like, me and my boy YK, we were on that, like, call him up, yo, let's go to the studio, we're pulling up every Friday, you know, he's dropping a banger, I'm dropping a banger, or my boy Jay, he's coming too, you know, those are the OTMG guys, shout out to those guys, you know?
Shout out to them.
Those are the guys that got me into this music shit too, no cap, like, my boy YK, when I first came home, probably like 2 months after I came home, messaged him. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to drop some music. Say, fam, fire to the next studio session. I said, say no more.
Shout out YK, man.
Shout out YK, yeah.
That's important, bro. It's very, very important to have those people around you, man.
Yeah, for sure. It's my broski.
That's amazing, bro. That's sick. And what's your process like? You know, are you a pencil and paper guy?
Yeah. Like, honestly, I'm not like pencil and paper. Like, well, in the bin I was, obviously there's no like, I wasn't getting no iPhones or nothing, but like I use my notes though, like simple stuff, like, you know, just going to my notes, starting a track, so I just write the title, bomb, just start writing, you know.
Basically pencil and paper.
Basically pencil and paper,
much.
but you know, in the new era, format, I guess. But
it's good, bro. Last fucking jail question. This is just something I'm very curious about. What's the phone privilege like, bro? Because I see people sometimes are posting and shit.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Like if you're plugged in, I don't know,
Like it's not like an official like rules or like it's more like
like
if you have it.
like obviously things like get brought in through the COs 100%. So
Okay.
like, but I don't know anything about that. But
No.
like man's there's ways around stuff, but
But
like
like you don't get like do you get privilege from them?
no, they don't
You
give
gotta
you
do
they
it
don't give you
yourself.
no phone.
Okay.
They
That's what I was
they
thinking.
don't like give it to you willingly. You gotta go pay like you don't know you gotta pay for that shit or something.
Okay. That's what I was thinking. I'm like this is wild. Okay. All right, that was just a curiosity question.
Yeah.
Let me see that.
Mm.
Okay. You mentioned to me before. I don't know how much you want to go into it, but you got some stuff cooking up.
Yeah.
You want to?
I got a next
show that?
project, up and coming before the year's done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all we want to give out. Is it
That's
different? People can expect different from that first project, or just building on it.
100% different because I'll tell you the difference already. Right now. The first project I got bare my homies on it. Shout outs to all my homies on that first project. But the second one's just all me. I'm showcasing what I could do on my own for myself, by myself. So
Establish that true Drew sound.
Gotta show people what I can do and what I got. So
100%. Is there anyone specific that any type of shit you've been listening to that gets you inspired? Like any artist, right? You mentioned the ones before. Are those the main guys you fuck with right now?
People that get me going, I'm gonna start listening to artists.
Yeah.
People that get me going, like I'll say artists like I actually think I got it written on my phone. Hold on.
Curious to what you say because I have a couple
Yeah, all right.
in my mind.
Artists that get me going, first off, I'm gonna have to start with Chief Keef.
Legend.
Fredo Santana.
Legend.
Styles P.
Legend.
Jadakiss.
Okay.
Lil Herb. I'm not talking about G Herbo. I'm talking about Gangway to G Herbo.
Bro.
Done know.
Love that shit.
Sam G. The
out
Crook.
Sam G.
Yeah, shout out Sam
out
G.
Crook.
Shout out Crook. Yeah. My homie YK333 Zilla. I fuck with Splurge and 1600J and Slim GGP.
Okay, that's a fire list, bro.
Some goats there.
That's what I like to hear, man. Because those guys are all, like I'll use the word grimy for lack of a better term, but very creative too. Like trying different shit, different beats, different visuals. Bro, Fredo Santana's videos and shit back then, they were wild, man. This guy, I loved him for that, man.
Me too.
Very creative,
Trust
man.
me, people might think that guy's just like a street rapper. Nah, that guy has visions, eh? That guy directs his videos, eh? Trust me, no one's directing that guy's videos.
He's one of my favorite guys, bro. Like in general, all his music, some of his songs are some of my favorite songs, but I just like the way he. And you could tell people respected the fuck of that guy, bro.
Joke,
Big Boss Fredo,
he
man.
doesn't even. No one disses that guy still.
Nah, I R.I.P. to that guy. I miss that guy big time. But I like that you named people like that because they're people that are still doing their thing too. Styles P and Jadakiss are great examples. Been in the game forever, and they do things their way still to this day, man.
They find ways to stay relevant, like the verses,
They killed that shit.
Yeah, both of them, Dipset,
Killed that shit. They know themselves too.
D-Block.
They know what they're good at. They know what they like. You don't hear like a Chief Keef or like a Styles P song that's trying to be on the radio.
Nah.
They make what they like.
If it got on the radio, it's just because it's popping that much.
Exactly, yeah. And I love that, bro.
The people fuck with it that
exactly. Much. They're not making it for that reason. They make it because they fuck with it, and that's what I want to see, bro. I'm glad to hear that shit. I'm fucking excited.
Yeah. I also fuck with like a lot of Toronto artists too. Like I know there's a lot of polys out here, but me, I'm not really with that shit. Like
no.
I'm out here just on some good vibe shit. Like, I'm not saying, like, I fuck with everybody. But if you make good music, I fuck with you still.
No, that's real,
that's
bro.
That's the bottom line. If you make good music, you make hits, make something I can relate to, or, something good for the people, don't know. You're doing 100%. Something good. I don't care. Like, yeah.
I think Toronto's a very political city, bro.
It definitely is. So no, that's why like
crazy.
that's what I'm saying. Like, gotta be cautious. Definitely, what you do, but
I think it might be changing a bit.
a bit.
Couple guys are blowing up now.
Mhm.
Maybe.
And I'm even seeing that guy, like the guy in the Raptors. He's from Rexdale, so like I see a
Delano.
lot of Jade Mans reposting him,
Delano.
and that's nothing but love. See that's the change right there. That's like
Yes.
stuff. That's like more positive stuff like that needs to happen. Like, I'm not saying like, everyone needs to just chill, bro.
I agree. I agree, man.
It's easier said than done. I don't know what everyone's out here doing to each other, but like, if it's not it's not like that.
A
then
personal issue.
Yeah, like,
bro, that's shit where even with my podcast, I wanna ask these questions, but I know it's real shit too.
It's real shit. So I don't expect everyone to be holding hands too. So
no, never that.
But like, if I'm just saying, like, if you can avoid and like, just chill on stuff, then do that.
It's better for everybody.
It's better. Like, it's better for you too. You don't have to be in a predicament.
Exactly. Toronto is in a space
negative predicament.
I don't know if any time exactly like make it good for yourself.
Make it good, like,
especially now,
especially if you're trying to get into the music too, and actually, like, even my boy too. He's like, you're actually trying to blow up this music. I'm like, yeah.
Why not?
So like, he's like, yo, you gotta like know what you're doing out here, like, because I took a picture and I was throwing a certain number down, but I was just throwing like, my number up, like, where it ends on from.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're throwing it down, like, might as well think you're distant. I'm like, what? Like, I'm just coming on the bit. I certain shit I don't know, like, even like.
So it wasn't
I didn't know.
that, eh?
I didn't know nothing about that. If you, like, I didn't even know if you throw a number down, you're dissing on ends. Like, my boy messaged me, he's like, yo, take that down.
That's social media.
It's like, yo, that's social media, but that's just, you have to like actually just know what you're doing. Cause if say you think everything's blessed, you do that, keep that up, good. But like, watch, someone sees you that's from the area and they know that you did that.
Like,
now you're in a potential situation. Now you're in a hot fire.
Big facts.
My boy's telling me like, yo, niggas might as well shoot at you for that, bro. Like, what are you dealing with? I'm like, say a word. It's like, yeah. I'm like, maybe I should take it down. He's like, yeah. 100%. I'm like, oh, I'm out here dissing blocks like that still. I don't like,
There's no need to, bro.
Nah.
Toronto is so like local. Like, I want artists to get out of that mindset, like they're even, I don't even want to name the name, but one of the biggest artists put out an album and he's talking about local politics. I'm like, why, bro? Like, kids in fucking Utah should be listening to this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why even bring that local shit into that, bro? Like, that's why I fuck with what Smiley's doing.
It's just like, I don't know, like, some things will never change.
I guess, bro.
It's just one of those.
I guess, man.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying, like, not everyone can hold hands because some things
some shit's
can
real.
never get undone. No,
big facts.
No cap, shit's real. That's what I'm saying. Like,
100%.
I'm saying, like, I don't got problems. I don't got problems like that. But like, I can't speak for everybody. I'm not everybody.
No.
I'm just me. So
no, exactly.
I know people got problems. So
100%.
And that's that's on them.
I do think we're getting. I'm talking just Toronto because I don't know if the city's ever gotten as much attention as it's getting now.
Oh no, we definitely had the spotlight here. So like,
I think
honestly,
so.
like, especially when it comes to music and the arts and like trying to do something for yourself.
I think there's a chance,
like,
bro.
I'll say, like, you're doing anything, basketball, I don't know, any types of sporting, acting in the arts, fuck, even anything. Like, if you want to be a doctor, do it. Like,
yeah, there's a lane right now.
There's a lane. Like, it's just showing that, like, honestly, you can do it. Like, and like, the proof is there. Like, you see a lot of successful people coming straight out of Toronto, doing this, that, and the third.
Facts.
All types of stuff.
I completely agree, bro. And I had my homie M-Works in here a couple of weeks ago.
I seen that. So
Shout out M-Works, real one. And CK too. And we were talking about the same type of topic. Like, bro, the talent is here. The talent is here. Like, there's no shortage of that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we can stand up with any city in the world, in my opinion, with talent and also how the city is. Like, it's popping out here, Like, there's more than enough for us to really succeed out here, I think. That's really how I feel,
feel like we're a mini Hollywood, yo. To keep it
That's what
real.
I'm saying, man. Mini
Like,
Hollywood, mini New York.
Yeah. The hot spot.
It's a hot spot, man. So we gotta hold ourselves to that. We gotta hold ourselves
Trust
high.
me, I'm getting all types of DMs from celebrities. People are telling me it's fake. This, that. I showed you the DMs. Does that look fake?
I saw them, bro. Verified accounts,
verified.
man. I'm not naming names, but
No,
verified.
you don't gotta name names. You know, we're not here to do that. But we're here to talk the truth and speak facts. You know.
Exactly, bro.
No cap.
Nah, man. I fuck with your mentality. I think you got really bright future for yourself,
honestly,
man.
Trust me on that. Like I fuck with Kobe Bryant too. Like the Mamba mentality. Like I pride myself on that too. Yeah, R.I.P. You know, to him and his daughter. It's very tragic. That happened when I was in jail too. My boy came to my door. He's like, yo, to my cell. He's like, yo, Kobe's passed away. I'm like, no, this guy's lying. The fuck? I'm like, yo.
I think that's how the whole world felt, bro.
Yeah.
Still, even that's fucking crazy shit. But yeah, I agree. He had that mentality of just fuck it, let's get it done.
My boy worked in the kitchen too. I thought because he always runs jokes too, you know. And I'm just like, this guy is joking. Kobe like passed away. I'm like, how could this guy like? I just thought like he's just one of those people you never think he could pass away.
Fuck no.
Nah, like the way he moves is like, yo, he's just so like greasy with it. He's just like.
It's shit. Honestly, to me, still doesn't really feel real like that.
And my boy knew I had all the basketball magazines. I had Kobe magazines.
I love Kobe, bro.
Myself. My mom used to order them shits off Amazon, you know, straight to the jail.
He was the guy.
No shit's got me going. I used to read a lot of magazines to get me going. A lot of books. I read over 14 books.
Really? Yeah. Any specific that you fucked with?
Yeah. Dear Martin. It's a book about like a young black male from the States. You know, his best friend he gets shot by undercover police because they're at a stoplight. They're playing loud music, and this is actually based on a true story. Like they're playing loud music, whatever. So cops on the right beside the kids in there playing the loud music. The guys yelling at them, telling them turn off the music, right? And they didn't turn off. They turned it up. So then the officer actually like follows them, shoots at the kid, like shoots at both of them. One of the kids get killed, and then one of the kids almost died, but he survives, and then like he lives to tell out that story. And then that book stood out to me the most actually out of all the books I read.
You feel like any reason why?
I don't know. I just feel like I could have been in those shoes of those young boys because I'm like, if someone to tell me to load down the music, I'd probably do the same shit. I'd probably turn it up, get on the finger, you know. That's what they did, and then as a younger kid, but it's like seeing that shit, it's like, whoa. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying if someone pull up to me, I'd turn my music down, but maybe I just like, maybe I don't know, like.
Reacted a little differently.
Yeah, like, you know, I'd probably just like, I don't know how I would handle the situation, to be honest.
No, it's real, bro, because you're looking at it from your like older mentality, but you remember what it is to be a kid.
I definitely would be doing the same thing as I can only speak on what I would do as a youth because they're at their
exactly. They don't know. You don't know as a kid, man.
As an adult, I'd probably just chill still, but
trust, because you know how much shit can go south.
Yeah, like, and even reading that book too, it shows you like, yo, you can get killed just for listening to music loud.
Bro,
like crazy.
You
can die. Yeah, obviously, there's like a million ways out here. But
being outside and even just living like a regular life, you know, you got to be on your fucking shit, bro.
You got to be on your P's and Q's
every day, no matter whether you're in the streets or you're a fucking 9 to 5. You got to be on your shit no matter what, bro. I see people looking at their phone crossing the street. I'm like, you're fucking crazy, bro. Like shit like that.
You trust people, you trust other drivers,
bro. You gotta be on your shit, man.
What if that driver's drunk, doesn't see you?
Anything, man.
Runs right over
anything. You gotta be on point.
Treats you like a bowling pin, like no joke.
100%, bro. Life. You gotta play it like a game, but it's not a joke, man.
No, it's
you can make your own moves, but you can't be stupid out here, ever.
Nah.
And if you do, shit could really happen, man.
Motherfuckers thinking this shit's GTA, you know? Do
No.
a whole bunch of shit, fucking get out the next day.
No, bro, that shit's gonna hang over your head no matter who you are. You know? That's real shit, bro. I like that you brought up reading, though.
Not reading, you know, is important still.
Yeah.
It's not something I really do on the outside, to be honest.
I don't do
I'm not
it
gonna
enough
lie,
either.
I'm not gonna sit here and say, yeah, I read books on the outside, this, that. Nah, I mean,
I
I
feel
had
like
the
they're
time.
there.
Just like, remember I said, like, getting involved in the music, maybe if I never got an 18-month
True.
sentence, you know, whatever I got caught up with, I wouldn't be here.
Facts.
You know, but I do believe, like, things happen for a reason.
100%.
You know, like, yeah, like, just it's just how things work, in my opinion.
Just can't be explained sometimes.
Yeah, it can't be explained, but
I
it just
agree,
does.
man.
Like, it just happens.
That's the universe, man.
Mm-hmm.
Shit happens. No, that's real shit, man. So we're coming up about an hour. Is there anything that you want to bring up specific? Any other topics, promotions, shit going on? Just looking out for that heat.
Yeah, looking out for that new heat still, you know.
Look out for that heat. You ever done any shows?
I probably want to talk about my streams still.
Do your streams.
Yeah, so like I have like I can check right now. I'll show you. My thing right here, my Spotify for artists.
Yeah, pull up all your ads.
I'll show you. So I just dropped this, right? I dropped this on the 31st. It's the
Big dog.
What day is it today?
The 5th. There we go. Or the 6th.
Or is it the 6th?
6th.
So
Going crazy, bro.
Some of this, you know, and like for my first mixtape, it's been 11 months. Like next month on Christmas, we'll make it 1 year, and it's already at like 314.
Bro, that's a real classic, you know.
It is definitely.
That's a real class. I love that. I love that project.
Spotify, they sort their artists out. Every million that you get, they send some money still.
Good, bro, and post it everywhere too.
Eligible for a plaque too. That's gonna be big. I'm
gonna get there, man. Yo,
I mean, this is all time for the mixtape streams, but like
that's very good,
bro.
bro.
I can click to the song. And it's on its way to 1 million, so it's 160.
100%. Plus all the other platforms it's on too.
Mm-hmm.
No, yo, anyone who's watching this, go listen to Nightmare on Jane Street for.
Yeah, it's my first mixtape stores.
I fuck with it heavy. I think it's a great respect. Toronto.
Dunno.
It's very good representation of Toronto, and it's very also different sounding. You know, it reminded me of like we talked a little bit about like G Unit style. It reminded me of like a Lloyd Banks, you know, shit like that kind of like grimy, but really saying some shit on it too. And keep up the visuals too, bro. I like that you have.
Shouts out to my boy, Pro League, you know. Pro League. He has two names, you know. Like he's a real guy. He this guy's a jack of all trades. You know, this is a man I gotta just talk about before we cut the shit. Cause this man right here, bro, like on God, like this guy's the goal. Like, I'm not even writing the man. Like we were talking about the other day. It's like he's like, yo, bro. It's like if you repost the next man, you're dick writing. I'm like, bro, Doug, we're real niggas. We could fucking repost me and your shit, like, and just know it's all love. Like, people on the outside looking in, they're like, this guy's writing this guy. This guy's writing this guy for clout. This guy's writing this guy to be his friend. Just get close to him. Nah, like it's my broski.
Facts. This
man right here, this guy shoots videos. Engineered both of my last two songs, the Big Dog and the Stepper song. The guy does videos, mix masters, and he's an artist himself.
Love it, bro.
So yeah, check out my broski. If you need visuals, his tag's Pro League on Instagram.
Pro League.
Okay. Yeah, and
keep my eyes
his
open.
Artist name is 333 Zilla.
Okay.
333 Zilla.
He's on some of your tracks.
He's on my late night track. Late nights.
Yes.
Okay. And but it's funny. He's the one that shot it.
That's hard, bro.
He's in the video, but he shot it. He got one of my homies to hold the camera for his scene that he's in it. But he's like, most of the video he's shooting it.
Hard.
And then he threw himself in the video.
That's hard.
That's what I was like. I
never
even knew that was possible. I'm like, how you gonna shoot a video and be in it? How you gonna record a track and be in it?
Bro, as cliche as it sounds, anything's possible.
This guy thinks he showed me, yo, think outside the box, you know?
Love it, bro. Gotta get him in here, too.
Oh, yeah,
Say some real shit.
Mm-hmm.
No, shout out to Pro League.
333.
Love it, bro. You could really if you put your mind to it, you could do whatever the fuck you want to do, man.
He's a vet in the shit. He said he's been mixing, doing in the, you know, mixing, mastering in the music industry for about 14 years, over 14 years. So he's been in it. I'm just like 11 months.
To really get good.
I've been around it for like 10 years, but like in the booth, like he's been doing all that shit. Like
he's been in the league.
Yeah, he's been in the league.
You know, doing shit. And yo, that's a great example. And I got some shout out to my guy Fax. People, he reminds, like you're describing him. He sounds like that. They've been doing this, bro. People that have been doing it, they have a lot to show you, bro. The vets are important in this shit. Yeah. Whatever you are, the vets are important. You could learn a lot. So
I was happy that he even like wanted even to do a song with me when I was at his crib. He heard my verse and he's like, I'll do a song.
Sick.
That's what I was like, like, you know, don't know. That's what I was like,
give you a look.
You know? It's a good look for me. So like, man could have said, I'm not feeling this shit. The fuck.
100%, bro. No, you got something going for yourself, bro. You just keep going. That's it. I tell everyone that, and I expect the same for myself. We just have to keep going. If you stop right now, it won't go to where it's gotta be. No. You gotta continue.
I'm trying. Always. I was talking to my boy the other day. He's boys with Benny the Butcher and shit. And Benny the Butcher, you know, if people don't know, he's signed to Jay-Z. And he knows Conway. You know, so those are his people. You know, childhood
he's
people.
He's huge right now. Benny's huge.
Benny and Conway.
Yeah,
both of them.
And they've been around too.
You know,
West Side Gun too.
My boy's telling me, yo, Drew, I showed him my shit. I didn't show him that I was doing music. Pulled up on him, showed him my videos, all this shit. It's just like, yo, he even introduced me to us promoting nigga, and he, you know, he's just like, yo, you guys connected, and now we're talking about shows and shit. So
sick. You never know, bro. Contacts, networking.
No, networking and who you know is super important, you know?
Be cool to everyone, man. Especially if they're cool to you. Be cool to everybody.
Yeah, even if they're not cool to you.
Yeah, even you. Take that higher level,
be the bigger man.
Be the bigger
man.
My
boy, shouts out to my boy Ozzy. He always say, all right, whatever, you know? All right. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You going to be the bigger man or what?
Be the bigger man.
He always looks at me because he knows how I can get. So he's just like, yo, what are you gonna get? A little hot head, maybe a little
once in a while,
or maybe a big hot head. So he's maybe just like, yo, what are you gonna do?
Facts, man.
And that's what I was telling him. I'm like, yo, this is what I love about you, bro. He's like, I don't like having yes man. He's like, you know how much people just tell me what I want to hear because they're scared, bro. And I'm like, but you and my homies, like my 1-2 homies, you know, I was saying him and this that, you guys. Tell me how it is. Like, you guys are not scared to tell me how it is because you guys, you know, you guys are ready for whatever still, like, you know, but at the same time, they respect me enough to give me the truth, like, and not just be a yes man in my corner and agree to whatever words is coming out my mouth, you know? You need people in your corner that's going to challenge you, you know?
Exactly.
You don't have people challenge you, like, on some shit, you're not really going to grow. You're not going to grow. You're just going to be happy because, like,
floating,
content on what people are saying to you, but they don't even mean it. So it's like, would you rather hear the truth or and grow, or would you just be happy with lies?
Exactly.
You know, facades.
Especially if it's someone you trust, man. Especially if someone you respect. People will tell you shit, and you don't. I'm very big on this. When you don't fuck with that person and you see how they move and they're just telling you shit, you gotta be weary of that. But if it's someone you respect, you like them and you like the way they move, and they tell you that's real.
And they're not just trying to diss you.
Exactly,
like,
bro.
There's a difference between constructive criticism and hating.
Sneak
dissing, all that shit. Like, yeah, you don't throw it because, like, you know, I know how it goes. Like, you know, people throwing their little shots here and there.
Exactly.
You know? But nah, like on some real shit, like, yeah, knowing someone's trying to pull you up and that's what we call it in the bin, a pull up. Like, if you do something wrong and someone tells you like this, that, and they're actually trying to help you, that's a pull up. Like, you know, they're trying to help you. Like, it's not no like trying to belittle you or you know, degrade you type shit. Nah, like, mans are grown mans, you know, like, it's trying to actually help mans like make better moves.
100%. No,
better
that's huge,
choices.
bro.
Yeah,
You
for
need
sure.
that, and being able to identify that is very big. It's gonna make your life easier too, you know. Facts. All right, bro. I
All right, bro.
fucking really
Yeah,
enjoyed this
I enjoyed it too.
conversation, man.
Yeah,
Go
sure.
check out at TrueDrew_35. Any other names on your shit?
No, that's it.
At TrueDrew_35. New project coming out soon. We could say that.
Yeah.
Sooner than later.
Before the year's done, you know.
There we go. It's November, so shit's gonna come out soon.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's gonna be there just now.
Excellent, bro. All right. I appreciate you, bro.
brother.
This was a sick conversation. Versatile Vigilante.
Go check
New
that out.
shit coming all day. We're out here, man. Shout out True Drew.
Ah.
All right, bro.
All right.
That was dope.
Yeah.
That was hard. Someone knocked on the
Well,
fucking door.